It were always raining in Denley Moor, except on days when it were fine, and there weren't many of them, not if you include drizzle as rain. And even if it weren't drizzling, it were overcast, and there were a lot of moisture in the air. You'd come home damp, as if it had been raining, even though there hadn't actually been evidence of precipitation in the rain gauge outside the town hall. And the humidity level on the weather chart was constant for the entire period, despite... Black pudding's very black today, Mother.
Yes, it is black today, dear.
Aye, that's very black, that is.
Yes, dear.
Even the white bits are black.
Yes, dear, it is a very dark pudding today.
Aye, like the weather.
Yes, dear.
Very overcast. Mum?
Yes, Eric.
I don't think I've ever seen black pudding quite as black as that, have you?
That's
Black,
enough, dear. Go and get us some coal, will you?
All right, oh, Mother. Mum?
Yes, son.
You know Howard? Howard Molson?
Yes, dear.
He's got a new shovel.
Oh.
It's a lovely shovel. It's got a great big brass handle.
Oh, good.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to put it next to his other one.
Yes, dear. Look, give our Irene a call, will you? Tell her her tea's ready.
All right, oh, Mother. It were always like that at home. There were never time to discuss things. As soon as I raised an interesting topic, my mum would always find something else to do, or she'd be too busy. Sometimes she'd feign death just to avoid talking to me. It was the same with me dad. He'd pretend to be French when he came in, hoping I wouldn't talk to him.
Oh, quel journée, bastellateur. Je suis très fatigué, demande, Vera.
Oh, yes, dear. Eh bien, le repas est prêt.
What?
Your supper's ready.
And our Irene, my sister, she was just downright rude. Irene, guess who's got a new shovel then?
Oh, shut up, you boring little tit.
Irene, taisez-vous.
That's enough, dear. Well, he's such a short-ass little creep. He's driving me out of my tree. Irene.
Meals were always the same. Every time I tried to start a conversation, our dad would feign a bilious attack and have to leave the room. And as soon as they'd finished supper, Mum and Irene would go for a walk round the cemetery and leave me on my own. Until one morning, I come down for my breakfast to find a note on the table. My mum and dad had run away from home. They said they couldn't stand it any longer. They didn't say what. Maybe it were the damp weather, more prevalent this year than last, admittedly. Irene had gone as well, and they left no address. They'd even taken the outside toilet. The rest of that day, despite the likelihood of drizzle from an occluded cold front moving slowly east to cover all areas by lunchtime, I'll look for them all over Denley Moor.
Excuse me, have you seen our dad? No, and my mum. Dear. Seen our dad and mum and Irene? Mr. Ottershaw, seen our dad? Don't be around here. Oh, dear. Oh.
Why? Why had they run away? Was it something I'd said? Or was it just the inevitability of living with an average rainfall of 28.4 inches for the rest of their lives? There was only one person I could talk to. Enid Bagg, whose father kept racing vultures up on Scarsdale Road.
Hello, Mrs. Bagg.
Oh, hello, Eric.
Hello, Mr. Bagg.
Hello, Eric.
Is our Enid in?
She's up to bedroom.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you can't go upstairs to bedroom.
I only want to talk to her.
She's got a young man up here.
Oh? Who is it?
I don't know. Somebody she met.
She's supposed to be walking out with me.
Aye, she is that, and don't you forget it.
Well, what's our Enid doing up in bedroom with a fella?
She's just having a little fling, that's all.
Oh.
Who is it, our Mum?
It's Eric Olthwaite.
Can I talk to you, our Enid?
Yes.
It's very important.
Well, what is it?
Enid, it's me mum and dad and our Irene. They've run away from home.
I'm not surprised.
What do you mean?
Well, they never did like you, did they?
Didn't they?
Come on, Irene. You can't stop there talking all day.
Yes, our Mum. Well, goodbye, Eric.
Enid.
He's a naughty one, this Julian. Call him a racing vulture. He's nothing but trouble. You know, we had Reg and Doreen Molson here the other day, and Rita had forgotten to shut window. Well, we just got sat round for Sunday joint, and in flaps Julian. Rips the lamb joint apart and takes off with it. And of course, Reg Molson, well, you know what a daft bugger he is. He tries to save his portion, you see, and old Julian takes a couple of his fingers off. Oh, what a terrible mess. And Doreen, of course, well, she looks like raw meat anyway. Well, she...
What did our Enid mean, Mr. Bagg? She said me mum and dad never did like me.
Well, I suppose you have to find out someday, lad.
Find out what, Mr. Bagg?
Well, you see, Eric, it's like this. There are some people in life who are interesting people. You know, they're good company, fun to be with. You know, people, when you see them on the street, you say, there's old so-and-so. Isn't it grand to see him? People who make you happy. People who make you feel that, well, that life's worth living. But you're not one of them, Eric.
What do you mean, Mr. Bagg?
I mean, Eric, you're a boring little tit. Eric, do you mind if I give you some advice?
No, I don't suppose so.
Well, you've got to pull yourself together, lad. You've got to do something. You've got to make something of your life.
What do you mean, buy a new shovel like Howard Molson?
Forget about Howard Molson's shovel.
It's brand new.
It won't make yourself more interesting by buying a new shovel. Even 100 new shovels.
100? That'd be good.
Now, look, Eric, look. It's what you are yourself that counts. Now, do you remember what your Uncle Arthur said just before he died? No, before that. He said the one thing you've got to learn is to pull yourself up in this world. And that's what you've got to do, lad. Get out there and pull yourself up. You're the only one who can. It's up here, Eric.
It was difficult to accept that I were boring, especially with my interest in rainfall. But that day, I climbed up on Scanley Tor, and as I looked out over the familiar grey world around me, I knew we were right. I had to do something with my life. Something that would stretch my capabilities to the limit and make me into a man. I applied for a job in the bank.
I'm afraid you're far too dull and uninteresting for us, Mr. Olthwaite. Am I? Oh, yes, I'm afraid so. Oh, to get on in banking nowadays, you have to be hard and ruthless. Oh, I didn't realise that. Banking's a cutthroat business in which only the strong will succeed. Oh, dear. To get to where I am now, I have had to tear grown men apart with my bare hands. Did you really? I've had men the size of W.G. Grace weeping openly in front of me. Men as tall as Ramsay MacDonald have thrown themselves out of windows and under railway trains and cast themselves into quagmires because of my unyielding and implacable nature. Oh, I wouldn't like to do that. No, I can see you're not the kind. Well, I better go and get a job somewhere else then. Yes, I should if I were you. That'd be better.
Right! Put your hands above your heads. Both of you. Stand up.
I am standing up.
Put the keys on the desk.
Oh.
You, open the safe.
Hurry up! You won't shoot us, will you?
Shut up!
Yes, sir, thank you.
Come on, hurry up!
I can't do it.
Get out of the way. Pick up the bags.
Oh, yes, sir. If you want any more, there's another safe in...
Get up! Right, out the window.
What, me?
Yes, move!
Go, right.
Get in the car!
What car?
That car!
Oh.
Okay, move, quick!
Yes, sir.
You'll never get away with this, you know.
Shut up! Come on, get going, quick!
Fast as I can, sir.
Yeah, get moving!
Certainly, sir.
Take a right, quick!
Certainly, sir.
Reverse and take a left!
Yes, of course, sir. Where shall I be dropping you, sir?
Shut up! Just keep going!
Of course, sir.
Don't I know you, lad? Aren't you Jean-Pierre Olthwaite, boy?
Yes, that's right. You might have seen me down the town hall. I used to go there every Sunday to read the rain gauge.
Oh, aye.
It's a lovely rain gauge.
Is it?
Aye, it's a pity with such a lovely rain gauge that Denley Moor has such a comparatively static mean annual rainfall rate.
Oh, aye. You're the boring one.
Okay, turn left!
Certainly, sir.
Stop here!
Yes, of course, sir.
Get out of the car!
What, me?
Yes, move!
Oh, right on.
Shall I be waiting for you, sir?
Do you find me boring?
Shut up! Oh, keep moving!
All right. I mean, you would say if you found me boring. I mean, would you honestly say if you found me boring?
Keep moving!
Oh. Okay. Right. I mean, some people do find me boring. Me dad and our Irene.
Go on,
and...
you first!
Oh, that's why I was going to join the bank. So I'd have something interesting to talk about. Don't you think, though? I think that, you know, if there were a sort of bank, a small bank,
Hey. Give me those.
You didn't mind me saying that, did you? About me being boring?
What's your name, son?
Eric. What's yours?
Arthur.
Oh, hello, Arthur.
No. I'm afraid it's goodbye, Eric.
What do you mean, Arthur?
You don't think I can afford to let you go, do you?
What you going to do, Arthur?
I'm going to have to kill you, Eric.
What? Completely?
Well, of course, he wouldn't be killing you if he weren't completely.
Well, our dad always says as how he'd half kill me.
Goodbye, Eric.
I wouldn't tell anyone anything, honest, Arthur.
You don't think I can take that risk, do you? There'd be a fat price on my head, lad. You'd be a fool not to take it.
I don't want the money, Arthur.
And stop calling me Arthur.
Sorry, Arthur. I'm not interested in money.
Now, don't look at me while I do it.
Sorry. Arthur.
What is it?
Do you think if I had more money, people would find me more interesting?
Well, of course they would, lad. You look at the knobs in the big houses, with the big bellies and the big cigars. You don't think people go phoning round them because they like them, do you? It's the money they like. Now, just keep your head still.
Ah, sorry. Arthur?
Yeah, well?
You're an interesting person, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Well, have you got a lot of money?
I have now.
No, I meant before that.
Don't talk daft, lad. The likes of me don't have money. We have grind and sweat and filthy homes and hungry kids. We don't have money.
But people don't find you boring, do they?
What do you mean?
Well, our Irene said I were a boring little tit. So did me dad. I'm Mr. Bag.
Oh, you don't want to pay any attention to them. What do they know? Now, your head up.
Me mum finds me boring, too.
She what?
Aye, she ran away from home just to avoid me.
Your mum?
Aye, we are Irene and me dad.
Oh, that's bloody terrible, that is. I mean, no mum's got a right to do a thing like that.
Oh, well, I did used to go on a bit.
No, mum's place is with her family and her loved ones. I tell you, Eric, if my mum had stayed at home, I wouldn't be doing this now.
Really?
Oh, aye. Oh, she was a grandmum, really. Best you could have.
Oh, mine weren't the best.
Oh, our mum made toad in the hole like no one else could. Every Tuesday night, me dad used to get them great big sausages from Hopkinson's. And she'd make a batter as thick as clotted cream. And we'd all sit around, and we used to call it Mum Special.
Shall we sit down a minute?
Yeah, let's sit down.
Our mum used to make the blackest black puddings you ever saw.
What? Really black, really?
Aye. One day, even the white bits were black.
What, even the white bits?
Even the white bits were all black.
Well, I never saw a pudding like that.
Oh, it was a grand sight. Totally black.
Oh, I once did see a pudding. Well, I tell you. Was it really, Eric?
Aye.
And what sort of shovel was it?
It were an oak shaft, Spear and Jackson number 3, with reinforced brass handle.
Nickel scoop?
No, steel scoop with copper rim edging.
And Howard Molson got it new?
Aye, only cost him £4. But you know what happened, Arthur? You know what happened?
Don't tell me. Copper edging came loose on scoop.
No. The handle broke off.
Oh, what? Off a Spear and Jackson number 3?
Aye.
I don't believe it. Whereabouts?
Inside handle grip. A bit of the brass hadn't been moulded properly into the embrasure and splitted appeared along underside rim.
Well, how long had he had it?
Only a couple of weeks.
Well, that's incredible. I've never heard anything like that.
Right. Well, it shows it does happen, even with the best shovels.
You know, Eric, oh, it's silly, I know, but it's nice to sit and talk to somebody about shovels.
Oh, well, it's not my main interest, you know.
No?
Oh, no. There's something I'm much more interested in than that.
What's that?
Rainfall in this area.
That's where I've seen you before.
What?
Rain gauge in Town Hall Gardens.
You go there?
Every
That night, as we talked excitedly about shovels and precipitation, Arthur and I decided we had so much in common that we would form a gang dedicated to pursuing our common interests. Arthur, with his long criminal record, was loath to divulge his name, so we called ourselves the Eric Olthwaite Gang.
Struck again from their hideout on the North York moors. Posing as members of the public, they entered Cudworth Public Library, and while Eric Olthwaite, leader of the self-styled gang, get off! Daringly engaged the librarian in conversation, his colleague removed daily average rainfall records for the last 12 years. The Olthwaite gang is now wanted by police in 3 counties.
Eric Olthwaite is wanted by police in 3 counties.
Aye. I don't believe it.
Do you think he wants a mole?
A mole? Who'd want a mole? Mucky little things. Digging up garden and leaving great holes in park.
No, a mole. Like a gangster's mole.
Oh, don't be daft. Stop upstairs and have a good time.
Oh, Mum.
Enjoy yourself. Now listen to me, our Enid. You're only young once. If you don't have your fling now, you never will. I promised your father before the accident I'd never stop you having it off with nobody, so long as they respected you. Enid! Enid!
I'm bored with it, Mum. I want to go and be with Eric, up there on the moors, living life dangerously, living life to the full.
Don't be daft. Get back upstairs.
I'm off, Mother. You may never see me again till tonight.
And don't come crying to me that I never let you have it off.
I see Eric Olthwaite's got himself a mole.
Well, the bloody pest, then. What's he want one of them for?
Oh, no, a gangster's mole to join his gang.
Oh, aye.
I wish he wanted a bank manager. He's so boring here.
You think bank manager's boring? You want to try being a mayor?
Well, they did ask me, but I was too small. I couldn't fulfil all the functions.
Hey, just a minute. I've had an idea.
What, for the carnival?
Oh, no. Come on, get your coat on.
I've got my coat on.
We are going to see Eric Olthwaite.
Our gang became feared and notorious throughout the Leeds and Pudsey area. But the most exciting thing about being on the run was the chance to compare rainfall conditions in various parts of the country. I didn't really want to go back to Denley Moor, but one day everything suddenly changed. We got back from a raid to find someone had discovered our hideout.
Come out or else!
Eric!
Oh, heck! We've shot the mayor!
And now became more famous than ever.
We're
the trees. Come on, that's it.
Quick, let's go.
Right. Hey,
Mrs. Olthwaite, did he always talk about shovels?
Oh, yes, it was very keen on shovels. It was Howard Molson's new shovel that he admired most.
Did he talk about other things? You know, we hear he was very keen on rainfall.
Oh, yes, rainfall was always a big interest.
Anything else, Mrs. Olthwaite?
Tell him about black pudding.
Black pudding?
Black pudding, yeah, what's that? Hey.
Oh, yes, the black pudding. Oh, well, he was very interested in the colour of black pudding.
Oh, how black they were?
Oh, yes, and I remember him saying once about a black pudding that I were cooking that even the white bits were black.
Mrs. Olthwaite, in front of Eric's portrait, would you please? Thank you, smile. Can I have another one, Mrs. Olthwaite, over here?
It's raining! Raining!
Mr. Olthwaite, come and get a picture of you checking the game.
The car's here, Mr. Olthwaite!
Mrs. Olthwaite, check the game.
What's going on? Have to go.
How many shovels has Eric got now?
I'm sorry, lads. Why don't you come down to town hall and ask him yourself?
Look this way, can you do a silly walk?
Hey, come and give us one.
Yes, I was famous in a way I could never have imagined.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a man who has made me the happiest man in the world and who's graciously accepted my offer to become the next mayor of Denley Moor. My old friend, Eric Olthwaite!
The thing I remember most about Denley Moor were that it were always raining. Except on days when it were fine. And I remember saying to her, "Black pudding's very black today, Mother."
Behave yourself, will you?
Yes,
So
it is,
boring. It's not. It's interesting.
And I said,
there was a lad from Denley Moor, from Castle Street he came. He made this dark town proud again, Eric Olthwaite was his name. Oh, he told the world of shovels to be found in Denley Moor. Of the rainfall that was static here at 28.4. Oh, Eric Olthwaite, you're the one they're singing for. Eric Olthwaite, the king of Denley Moor. Having checked the rainfall average from the rain gauge, he would run to see Howard Molson put his shovel next to the other one. Oh, Eric Olthwaite, you're the one they're singing for. Eric Olthwaite, the king of Denley Moor. Oh, Eric Olthwaite, you're the one they're singing for. Eric Olthwaite, the king of Denley Moor.